What is happening right now?
And as the most European of the non-European countries, Canada looks first to the European Union to build a better world. And that's what today is about. It's about building on our triple alignment of values, of interests, and of trust built over the years. And so today, this is a new era of cooperation. Our strategic Canada-EU or EU-Canada strategic partnership for the future will build a new and deeper relationship that brings us closer together from defense to digital, from supply chains to security. We're launching comprehensive negotiations across multiple areas of cooperation, connection, trade, security, digital, climate. And this will make us both more resilient and more prosperous. In many respects, what we're committing to, from our perspective, Canada's perspective, is an ongoing process to an ever closer partnership that will bring our people closer together.
Breaking news, Canada became the first non-European country to get access to the 150 billion euro European Safe Fund. Now, just to explain what the Safe Fund is, it's the European Union that is creating a loan for its member states to use this kind of funding to enhance their defense sector. So they can spend it on defense procurement, basically to spend on fighter jets and space technology and anything that is related to defense. The fund is primarily for EU member states, but this is the first non-EU state that has been granted access to it, in the sense that now Canada can sell to the European Union. Like, our defense companies can sell to the European Union with these funds. We're ahead of the line of the UK. The UK was trying to get access, but Canada's ahead of the line. So this is good news for us, good news for our defense stock. I think this will be good for, I guess, Bombardier and MDA, which is our space defense giant, and CAE.
Before we go deep, smash that like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell, because this one is going to shake the entire continent. Canada just made a move that the US was not ready for. So let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, Canada just joined the European Union's 150 billion war fund, the biggest defense investment package in European history. And guess what? No non-European nation has ever been allowed in until now. Canada is officially the first. This is seismic. I mean, Canada wasn't just invited. They were brought into Europe's most exclusive military club. This isn't normal diplomacy. This is a geopolitical marriage.
Just a few months ago, Canada signed a new security and defence partnership with the European Union, and we launched our negotiations toward Canada's participation in what's called the Security Action for Europe Agreement, or SAFE, S-A-F-E. This is an instrument that's going to be used by the European Union to obviously rebuild and rearm and reconstitute the forces in a European Union context. Today, the Prime Minister has announced the conclusion of negotiations for Canada's participation in SAFE, unlocking billions of dollars of defence opportunities for our Canadian businesses. This is part and parcel of the Prime Minister's plan that he set out some months ago. This will allow Canada, for example, to participate by supplying capabilities such as ammunition, missiles, drones, artillery systems, infantry weapons, and beyond. So the opportunities for Canada are enormous. It will catalyze massive private investment in Canada. It'll attract new reliable suppliers for our own needs here in Canada. But this is the only country, Canada is the only country outside of the European Union to be asked to join the European Union. So it's a very unique opportunity for us. It speaks to our diversification, our expansion of markets. So the Prime Minister's early efforts in doing so have actually materialized today, and we're very encouraged.
Let's be honest, Europe didn't pick Canada by accident. Europe picked Canada because the world is unstable, alliances are unpredictable, and Europe wants a reliable partner with a stable democracy, a trusted military, a booming defense sector, and no desire to bully other nations. Basically, Europe wanted a partner that isn't America.
All right, we have some exciting news. This morning, Canada announced that it has reached an agreement to join the European Union's Security Action for Europe plan, otherwise known as SAFE. SAFE is a $244 billion loan package and is a part of Europe's larger $1.3 trillion initiative called Rearm Europe, which seeks to re-establish Europe's domestic defensive capabilities in terms of manufacturing, especially in light of Trump's isolationism and Russia's aggressive threats. And this has many benefits for Canada. One, we're going to have preferential access to European defense contracts, which benefits Canadian companies and the Canadian arms industry. Two, we're going to have a larger export market for our military goods. So again, it creates jobs in Canada and promotes innovation. And three, it's going to promote European investments into Canadian industries here in Canada. So once again, building jobs. And finally, and most importantly, it allows us to diversify our defense needs away from the United States, which is wholly unreliable, towards countries that share our same values and same priorities like those in the European Union.
This is Europe saying we are building Plan B with Canada. And Washington did not expect this. Here's where things get crazy. By joining this fund, Canadian companies, yes, Canadian companies can now bid for EU finance weapons contracts, missile systems, drones, cyber defense, and next-gen tech. Billions of euros could flow into Canadian manufacturing. Imagine Bombardier, CAE, or Canadian drone startups supplying Europe under a 150 billion umbrella. This is a wealth transfer. This is a power shift. This is a new alliance forming right under America's nose.
Canada is challenging that. They've made a decision to buy F-35s. That's now up for review. If Canadians are flying one airplane, we're flying another airplane. It's no longer interchangeable. And so, that might even threaten NORAD without talking about new alliances that promise even more security and safety to our people.
Is it your view that that NORAD is under threat?
Well, if Canada decides to, buy equipment and those types of things that no longer are interoperable with America, it means that that's one of the fundamental agreements of NORAD. And if Canada can do what it wants, and if it decides to move in a different direction, we would have to have some kind of a discussion on NORAD. Yeah.
For 70 plus years, Canada has been America's closest military partner. But now, Canada is entering a defense pact that the US isn't even allowed into. Let that sink in. The US has always assumed that Canada will buy American weapons. But this move means Canada can now shop in Europe cheaper, faster, and without political drama. If you think Washington is comfortable with that, they are not. This move tells the world three things. Canada is done being overlooked. Europe now sees Canada as a strategic equal. The world is shifting, and Canada is no longer America's quiet neighbor. This is Canada stepping out of the shadow and onto the global stage. Honestly, I love this for Canada. I love seeing a country that has been humble, polite, always quietly contributing, suddenly making a move that shakes the global chessboard.
The old relationship we had with the United States, based on deepening integration of our economies and tight security and military cooperations, is over.
This is not just about weapons. This is about respect. For the first time in a long time, Canada isn't reacting to the world. Canada is shaping it. So what do you think? Did Canada just secure a stronger future? Or did they just provoke the US in ways we haven't seen yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm responding to as many people as I can. And before you go, smash that like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss my next breakdown. This story is only beginning. So YouTube thinks you like this video over here. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one. Over.